Alright, we should be live. Give me 1 second. Yo, alright. Can you guys hear me? Is everything good? Are we good? Are we good? Grave Chris. What's good, fellas? What's good? Making sure the audio is solid. What's good, Pip? Alright. We good? We good? Alright, bad. Alright. Welcome to the London streams. Hopefully this is gonna be something that would be consistent. With obviously what we do, so it's okay. Thank you. All right, let me post this on Twitter as well. Get active. Yeah, so the issue is my lights up top. See, that's kind of the issue. If you guys could see my setup right now, it's so ghetto. I literally have a lamp right next to me. The lighting of my like roof lights aren't good at all, so I'm working with what I have. I stole my brother's lamp, so I got a lamp right next to me. I have a candle back there, and then that's pretty much it. That's all we got today. So the lighting is definitely gonna be scuffed. My face is probably half dark, half light. But that's as much as I can do. Get Johnny. Yeah. I need to get a solid setup. I'm gonna get a solid setup for this, cause I need like a lamp or like a ring light maybe or something like right here, and then maybe light in front of me, something like that. Stuck on a beanbag. Yeah, we might experiment on the live with the lights. We'll see. All right, ES and NQYs. What are we looking at? Obviously, we had a crazy rip up during our New York session. So looking at the chart right now, we moved up during our London session or our Asia session as well. And then if you look at our daily chart here, we are back in that daily fair value gap, and I'm just looking for the fill of the full daily fair value gap and a tap into this OB. So I'm going to be looking for longs today for our London session, and if we don't get a long setup, I'll look for it tomorrow in our New York session. So I think that'd be solid for drawing liquidity. So 371 NQ is kind of what I'm looking at to get filled and tap into that daily order block. If you guys remember from a few weeks ago, these equal highs up here, right, that were never taken out, I think this is going to be our next draw. It's like 694, something like that, up here. So these equal highs are definitely something I'm watching on NQ going into the rest of the week. West Coast. Yeah, I took a little nap, and I was like, all right, let's get ready for the stream. And I appreciate you guys for all being on. I know for East Coast people too, it's very late. But like I said, we're still gonna follow our rules. If there's no setup, we're not gonna take a trade, so everything's the same with that. And yeah, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna stick with a 5 and 15-minute time frame on the session today, just because it's a London session, so I want to make sure I'm using a little bit of a higher time frame. My guy. All right, I'm gonna play some music. We're probably gonna get this is probably gonna get copyrighted, but fuck it. I don't care. I don't get paid anyways from this. I'll play some little nice beats to start off. Let me know if you guys can hear that, by the way. I'm just waiting right now, bro. The session just opened. We'll see what we can have. I want to see it overall move up. into the 370s on NQ, but we'll wait for the sub to form. Knicks, baby. Let me know if you guys can hear the music. I hope so. I hope that you guys can. If not, rip in the chat. Damn, my face is really dark. There has to be something I can do. You know what, guys? There is something I can do. Hold up. Let me cook. 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 This is going to help a lot. Okay, hold on. I got to switch the color of that. I got to switch the color of the candles. So you don't want white candles. This is blue and black. Does that help? Oh, it helps a lot. Bro, y'all remember I used to run white charts all the time. If it's too much, let me know. Because this is kind of OD. I could go to gray if it's too much. The flashbang? Dude, yeah, that's why I took them off, bro. That's why I stopped using white charts. Alright, let me go. Let's try gray. It's all the same color. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. That's solid. I think that's solid. Okay. Alright, there you go. That'll be the fix for tonight. Is the other thing. Alright, let me check the Discord too. Here you go. Bro, I was trying to grow this out all the way to December, bro. I had to cut it. It was getting way too long. So I cut it like a couple days ago. It's already kind of coming back. For sure. My boy, like, go. Oh, you guys can't hear the music? Hold on, this is tragic. Maybe if I put it to Spotify, you guys will be able to hear it. Okay, Cade, give me... Cade, how about now? Hold up. Oh, shit. Let's just sit in silence. Oh, this is cooked. I can't play the music. I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. It's something with the audio setting thing. Audio capture. Silent stream today. Or no music stream. Alright, bet. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna get a whole YouTube overlay and everything too. I gotta ask Brian on what he uses and stuff. Alright, looks like we have a lot of equal lows down here on NQ, so I'm gonna mark this out for some sell side at 299. If we get like a dive lower, something like this, right, and then higher, something like that'd be good. Yeah, ES has equal lows down here too. Yep. How many of you guys consistently trade a London session? I'm kind of curious. 'Cause I know we have some people in the room that traded pretty consistently. It doesn't move like New York? Nah, definitely not. East Coast here is my first time. Okay. I've only traded London for the past. Yeah, New York or London's been very good lately. New York is easier, but I've been getting cooked, so I chill. Only trades. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna look for longs. We'll see if we get a good setup. I try to stay away from the 1 minute chart during these kind of. I would be scalping like nothing crazy, maybe like 10, 20 points per move. That's usually what I look for. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, usually it's pretty deep into the London session, which is when moves good. It's like 1 a.m. my time, 1:30 my time. That's when it really starts picking up. Skill way down has been game changer. Yeah, bro, M and Q pays. Micros pay. Let's go back to the 5 minute chart here. Oh, dude, yesterday was this was this was money, bro. Like this right here, you can't write this any better, bro. Right here, this BPR tap. There's a 1 minute inversion here too. Oh my god, hell yeah, bro. I took the only thing I took was took a few scalps to downside, but the main thing I took was this. There's a 1 minute inversion here to data highs. That was it, and I was pretty much done after that. And I fell asleep during the PM session, so I actually missed the whole entire move up. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's go back here real quick. I took this right here. This inversion here. This is what I took for data highs. And that was pretty much it. I don't know what's going on, but hell yeah. Where were your stops on that? Let's go over that. This was a trade. This was it right here for the whole trade. So really good risk reward on this. Data high is obviously one of the best targets you can have when it comes to areas of liquidity. No drawdown on this play either, which is very nice. Dude, I really gotta figure out this music stuff. Let me try to figure this out while we wait for the setups to form. Maybe I should wait for TopStep to process my payouts before. Yeah. Make sure they deduct your balance before you do anything. Yeah, I think most of us here trade NQ and ES, anyways. But yeah, The other tickers move better, obviously. Dude, these videos are not helpful. These Reddit posts. Oh well. When you trade NQ over MNQ, like, is there a certain? I personally don't trade MNQ. I usually just size down with a mini. That's usually what I do. All right, let's play the waiting game here. We still got these relative equal lows here, or equal lows I'm looking at. Maybe we'll get some SMT if ES comes and clears these highs, and then NQ wants to drop. I just compare my daily chart on NQ to yours. It looks different. Uh, you might not have. Make sure you have a. Yeah, MNQ and ES or MNQ and NQ have slight differences. Yeah, but make sure you have the adjust on, and I have set off. So keep this on. Do you know for toss of reserves, do I have to activate them even if I can't trade them? I don't think you have to activate them right away. Nah, bro, look. It's not nothing new that I'm trading London. Me, like, the Discord knows I'd be up at this time pretty much every day. We've been trading in the room together for London sessions, so. Nah, but look, I go to my sleeping schedule is completely flipped, so I sleep during after the market close. So we're London live right now, right? And then we're gonna go live AM session for Discord, and then we're going PM session live with Brian on his stream. So I enjoy going live, so it should be fun. Yeah, I don't know how many London lives I could do. Probably do like a couple a week. I think that'd be good. And I want to do some AM lives with the YouTube channel as well. I think it'll be good. See, it just delivers down to this equal low. Like I usually stay on the higher time frame for this. AM live for the YouTube today? Nah. I'm gonna do it for the Discord. I'll do it for the Discord. I'll do it for like a free live maybe on Friday or something like that for the AM sessions. All right, let's start from the top. Thoughts on My Fund Future so far? I think they are a great firm. I've been recommending them to a lot of people. The starter accounts are great. I'm personally trading with them right now. My Fund Future and Top Step are my 1 and 2. And I'm not going to put one over the other. I'm just going to have both of them at like A plus level. And then the rest follow after that. I've been joining both of them. How do you get the chart to sync? I think you gotta go to settings right here, the chart settings. That's a good question. I honestly don't know. Does anyone know how to sync the chart timeframes? Like I have it synced, but I don't know what I did. I think to put apply to all. Oh, right here. Right here. Whoa. Go right here where it has a layout. Thank you, Kara. Where it has a layout setup. Click these. Interval and crosshair. Make sure these are on. Alright. For power hour, if you happen to trade it, do you wait for 3 to see if there's a manipulation? So usually the power hour macro I look at is the, let me get my Eastern Standard Times right. I believe it's 250, 310. Yeah, 250 to 310 is where I look for a expansion move. So I'll look for a manipulation around 240, 245. And then that macro is where I look for the expansion. So let me go. Let me see if we had a good move today. I'm guessing you got stopped out around here somewhere. We finally hit the liquidity. Alright, we did. Nice. We'll go back over this after this. Alright, finally took out that equal low. Took it out on ES as well. Alright. The trade setup I'm looking at, if we get a 5-minute gap form, we get an inversion at the 5-minute, I'll take some longs. I'll mark out some more sell side in case they move a bit lower. I just learned that if you only have three counts lost for one household. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, I'll play if we don't. Obviously, we're not gonna have a 5 minute gap no more, which is fine. I'll play above this down close candle here. Above 308, we can put our stop a little low and target these highs. Drake, Lanto, and Brian, the big three. Those are my guys, man. What's Enigma? Bro. It looks like good AMD here on NQ. I don't use 2 minute fair value gaps. I just haven't had much success with them, to be honest with you. We're about to run all this liquidity here. A lot of I have some LR built. ES has equal highs up here. I'm looking at. Oops. Yeah, that's. I usually use my inversions or something like that, or my fair value gaps on. Yeah, that 15 second is hitting the on the 1 or 5, or like a 15 minute time frame. I really don't mess with the 3 or 2 minute that much, to be honest with you. Just haven't found much success with it. I wanted to long up to this ES high, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get an inversion before on the 1 minute. Check the 5 here. No gap on NQ. This ES gap should propel us higher. I want to see something like this. I wish NQ had that gap, but it doesn't. It's fine. So this down close candle on NQ is what I'm looking at to actually take a long. Right here. This down close candle here, and then there's a fair value gap. Still rejecting right now, so I'm gonna wait on the trade. Or if we like a bearish fair value gap here and we have create another inverse, that'd be another thing I'm looking at. Let's get that out the way here. 35. Is this it right here? 2335. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, there is S&T at highs right now. I want to see this high get ran though. On a ES is still holding this fair value gap very nicely. Hold up, I gotta mute my fucking Lanto, dude. Kid's never asleep. A little OB on ES or NQ, excuse me. Tell Lanto kiss him. This should propel us higher here. This would be a decent area to get some longs. I want something like this up here. But ES about to take out the high. So there'll be some SMT like up here. Let's see how ES. See ES can get a move up. Oops. There's that ES high. If we go to inversion here at NQ, I think NQ will run up this high as well. Hold on, let me see what Lanto's saying. Give me a second. There we go. NQ's getting a nice push up there. Go break even here. With the burst. He did. That's funny as hell. ES has about to take out these highs. NQ, next area I'm looking at is 24. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Inversion and an order block entry there. This is so free, guys. Oh my god. So free. Look, bro, I'm not gonna signal bot. You guys know I don't signal bot. There's multiple entries on this. I drew out the fair value gap entry on ES, the order block entry on NQ, and I mentioned the inversion entry on NQ. That's 3 different entries. Probably gonna continue higher anyways into 370s. Morning, bro. Now we have a 5-minute inversion, so this whole area should get another tap to support price. Right? Good job, Dallas. Good job, Tony. The late night signal balls are out in full effect, guys. If you're taking what I'm saying as confluence and executing, good job. That's really good. That's very good. Yeah, it was very nice. We had accumulation here, moved down and back up. It was good. We have a low S&T here right now with ES and NQ, but I'm still want to see price push higher. All right, let's clean up the chart a little bit. It's looking a little messy. I don't use standard deviations. No, I don't. The only thing I use is really like I look at drawn liquidity. I look at what else? Drawn liquidity in my higher time frame aligning with my lower time frame with inversions. That's all I look for. If we go to ES close under this 5 minute inversion too, we could start looking for lower again. What job were you? I only had one job. That was when I was 17. I worked at like a it was like an amusement park in the kind of in our city. It was cool. I was like 16 or 17 when I was doing that. It's like go karts, um, bumper boats, stuff like that. That was a long time ago. I feel that. W first job. It was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, cause like a lot of my friends, we all worked the same job, so we just mess around pretty much the whole time. It was pretty good. All right, let's delete some of this. Delete some of this. So we have this fair value gap here at 332. I want to see this get violated. If this gets violated, we have a chance. We should have a good chance pushing up to 340s. The bias will lie within this BPR. Let's go, Blabs. I can't land anywhere. I'm about to be kicked out of my house. Damn. Thoughts on the market today? Like in terms of bias, I want to see a daily tap into 370s. So probably be quick, and we'll see how this order block reacts on a daily chart. But we've been very aggressive, so I think we might run for these equal highs up here. I'm not gonna be bearish. I wanted lower earlier in this week. We obviously didn't get it. We had some nice S&T at these lows down here, but I'm gonna look for higher prices tomorrow. Took on 50K with my funny futures past second 50K, but they haven't set it up yet. Nice, nice. Yeah, they'll probably give it to you in the morning. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, those equal highs. I know when we were up there last time, around like what was it 694? It was haunted me, bro. I was looking for longs up there and the whole time, and we just never got it. We just never got it. What candle you got going on? Let me see, bro. I don't even know. My mom got me this new one. Does it even have a name on it? It says sage and citrus. Sage and citrus. It smells pretty good. I try to avoid like food smelling candles, like vanilla or something like that. I don't like those scents too much. The curry one, that's crazy. That's gotta be racist. That's crazy work. London's boring, dude. We had a crazy move in Asia, bro. Like Asia was very clean, so they're just kind of chopping us around. I know Lanto was trading the Asia session. He caught some nice moves. That curry one is insane. I watched Lanto in the morning with my daughter. We traded 11 Blue Ox 50k, targeting 200 shit. Hell yeah, bro. Of course, bro. Yeah, Lanto's one of the best, bro. To learn from and also, take trades off of. Yeah, yeah, we did. It was 600 points. I remember that, or like 700 points. You ever talk to Kane? I've never talked to Kane. No, never once. Never. I was interacting a couple times on Twitter, like congratulating him for his payout and stuff, but never talked to him. The main people I talk to in the trading space that are like on social media too is this Brian Atlanto. Three Musketeers. Yeah, and some people are like, Tony, that's fine. Like that's good because some people are there for the community just to have like be around other traders and stuff. I think that's very good. And then you learn along the process and start taking your own trades. That's the best way to do it. We got PPI in the morning. Is anyone sending any evals for PPI? I was pretty triggered this morning because I woke up at 5 and I was like, you know what? I got like 10 more minutes of sleep, and then I woke up again and it was 5:28, and then I had to rush to my PC, but it was too late. CPI already happened. It's kind of frustrating. We didn't even wick today too. But I think PPI will be good tomorrow. I'm just gonna look for early data highs, data low play, and be done then. I'm in Cali, bro. I'm in Cali. I'm in Cali. PST. I'm near LA as well. Yeah, 6:30 is a killer. PT Loki bet. You think so? I hate waking up so early. Like I've been trading since 2021 and I'm still not used to a 6:30 open. Like mentally preparing for a 6:30 open is tough, bro. Shit's hard. Yeah, but you're done by 9 a.m. I mean, am I really though? Am I really though? Yeah. So I trade London with. I usually go to sleep around like if I do sleep, it's around like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and then I wake up at 6, 5:30. Trade the New York session. Go, if I have live, if I have news that day, I'll go live and whatnot, and then stay awake until new market close, and then when market closes, I'll take a nap. Like I said, my sleep schedule's cooked. This is why I was like, I might as well go live because I'm already awake. I think it would be cool. There's not. I don't take trades in London every day, but if their setup is there, I'll take it. Because obviously sometimes it doesn't move as well. Um, what's the Uberman sleep schedule? Bro, sleep is not. Now the weekends I sleep like 15 hours a day, bro. Like on Friday night, Saturday night, he's sleeping crazy. I'm going to sleep at 3 a.m. as well as waking up p.m. PM sessions are alright. For like today, obviously it was really good. Any chance we take 20k? 20k? Nah, I don't think we're gonna push up 700 points tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll see how trendy we get. Like if PPI pushes us up like 100 points, I think these highs up here could get taken. But this is kind of my weekly draw that I'm looking at for the rest of the week is in the 690s up here. Yeah, we're still in the daily fair value gap, but these moves have been really aggressive. If we start rejecting this daily gap, like let's say like overnight, like when we get off or whatever, and then our PPI is really bearish or whatever, we'll look. But I think these highs are gonna come here soon. At least this order block, I think is gonna get tapped into. This is what I want to see. We'll see how price reacts. I believe we got some ES highs up here too. So what I expect is like if we push higher on NQ, we'll probably get some S&T up here where NQ takes out these highs and the ES doesn't. So and then we'll have like a small pullback from that area. Uh, 63 is the next area of liquidity I have for downside, and then what's our Asia low? Sorry, our Asia low's down here somewhere. Let's sort this out. Asia low here. Yeah, for some people, a lot of people think Asia starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. Asia session itself starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. So let's keep that in mind. Hold up, guys. Hold up, hold up. Give me a second. I don't want to put my brother on the camera. I think I can just turn off my camera, right? Can I? Nope, that doesn't. There we go. You guys did not see him, bro. He looks nothing like me, actually. That's the funny part. Nothing. Ship the 5M. You guys are funny, bro. Yeah, I'm planning to run this live until 2 a.m. So like another hour is. Yeah, and that's what you get with the London sessions, right? Is sometimes it's not worth it, but like I said, I'm usually awake at this time anyways, so I was like this. So I was like, might as well go live. I got some SMT at these lows here. This gap up here goes inversion. That'd be good for longs. Whoa. How supportive was your family when you first started trading? They were supportive until I dropped out of school. That's when it kind of came like, okay, hold up. Like, okay, this is cool you're doing this, but that doesn't mean you drop out of school. So that's when it kind of became like iffy. But then, I mean, like I was like, how long are they gonna stay mad for, right? And now it's like 100%. They don't really care. So it's good until I pushed the extreme a little too far, and then they're like, hello, like no school. What is this? Yeah, they did. But for them, it was like a safety thing. This is like something they never like knew like the market or anything like that. They didn't know like about trading or anything. So something new for them. So I don't blame them for being like worried about their kid making like bad decisions or something. But they knew, but obviously they wanted that backup security or whatever. But I was like, yep, this is school's not gonna happen. Yeah, that long was good. That long was good. And this is okay. So when people talk about overnight sessions and like, oh, how do we trade overnight sessions, whatever, I think I always try to tell people avoid it because most aren't patient enough for the trades to actually form or like kind of happen. Because obviously they are used to like New York price action, so when they come into like a London session like this, or where it's like, this is like decent. It's not. I mean, it's not good. It's not bad. It's like whatever. They end up getting like stopped out a lot of times because they don't know what they're doing because the timing is a little bit different. So that's why I always try to tell people like just don't trade it. Like, it's not that bad, or it's not that hard not to trade. I only use two screens. So on my left side, I have my chart, and on my right side, I have everything else. So when I look this way, it's because I'm looking at the chat. I gotta put this candle back over there. It's kind of getting hot. But I do have one more screen. I want a vertical monitor, but I just don't have enough space on my desk right now to get it. Yeah, for MFU, I think they're still running their for 40% off their starter for the first time customers. I like the starter plans. I usually run two starters and then one expert plan. I think that's the best combo for that firm. GU. I don't even know what the relation is with GU and indices. I used to trade them when I was using my Forex funds back in the day. That was a while ago. Yeah, I still do options. Not so much day trading options, but swing trading is good. Like for example, we got spy calls. Like I think on was that Friday. So let's trim some of those contracts today off the move. Um, yeah, I do long term swings with that. When we're like in like a super like we're taking out a lot of sell side or taking a lot of buy side, I'll take the opposite. Just 5% off for existing. Yeah, it's pretty cheap though. So like you said, it's good. Do I trade the 15 second? Very, 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 very rarely do I look at the 15 second for inversions. But yes, so there is some moments. Yeah, look at this 4 hour. There's a big ass fair value gap here. This will probably get left as a breakaway gap. This might get tapped into tomorrow. This is our Asia lows down here too. So maybe we push down overnight into this fair value gap, and this is where my bias will be for over like tomorrow. How we react in this 4 hour gap. So just, like just for like a setup that I would like look for, if we tap into like a higher time frame gap and then look for like a 5 or 15 minute inversion within this gap right here, you could probably catch a very very nice expansion move back up. The hourly looks a little messy. Yeah, these lows here would be like my target for like once we take them, I'll look for long, like on a higher time frame. I don't really use a 30-minute too much. It's not something I look for. But these lows probably here will get ran. Let's mark this out here. Yeah, 263. That's a good area. 263 and 232. Let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. We have, what, 2 minutes on it? Put in an OB, put in a fair value gap. At this point, your shift should be down to these lows here. This lower this is liquidity. Yeah, that's more than fine. We got a minute on this 30-minute close. Nice. Good work, good work. Yeah, down here for sure. This low right here, 1115, is not protected. We'll move this up here. We got a relative equal low down here. $30-minute ES is still within it, but I'm looking at NQ to get one push lower here. We got a 30-minute inversion, 30-minute OB as well. So any pops back up, if we get them into 90s, we'll look for a short. I'll put this right here at relative. And we'll also mark out our Asia lows right here at 230. It's a decent move. Thank you. With the SMT at the highs, that was good. I still like low 30s. I think someone mentioned that 4 hour gap is gonna get a retracement. I agree. I think Jackson said that. Yeah. This right here. This gap. Should just run, but hope we get back up to the 90s. Yeah, the 90s will be a decent retracement, especially on a 30-minute. But yeah, overall, it's still gonna be looking for that lower move into what was that 233. See what we get in there this 1 a.m. The thing is, we have no fair value on these, on like a 5 minute or something like that. It's kind of difficult. If we had like a fair value gap here, that'd be a little easier. I guess we have one here that we could use. That's about it. Let me mark that 5 minute gap out. This is a 30 minute up here. We'll look at. Can you explain your risk management? Let's. For my risk management, it just depends on how much you're moving as well. Like in a day, like if we have like a CPI day, or like it's like today was a good example, or like yesterday from now, I guess Wednesday. When we're moving a lot of points very quickly, I usually size down to like 2 minis max. If not, I could run 3, 4 and be fine. But it also depends on how wide my stop loss is. If I'm using a wide stop loss, such as like 40, 50 points, I'm going to size down on my trades because I don't want to make my loss any larger just because my stop loss is larger, right? And I think that's what a lot of people need to work on is like if you're used to having like a, let's say you're risking $500 per trade off of a 20 point stop. Well, let's just say in one of a trade you have to use a 40 point stop. That doesn't mean you're going to risk double in terms of dollar value. That just means you got to size down and risk this consistent amount. And I think a lot of people mess up with that and they over risk because they have such a wide stop. But sometimes wide stops are necessary, or because when price is moving a lot, we could go deep into a fair value gap or deep into an order block or something like that, and people will get stopped out when the play is still valid, but because they're still size, heavy, that makes them use such a, I guess low, like not a wide stop, which makes them get stopped out, and then so there's a lot of factors that play with my risk management. Definitely with how volatile we are is a major part, because like I said, if we're moving 50 points every 2 minutes, I'm going to use a 50 point stop, but I'm going to size way down so I make sure my dollar value isn't getting hit crazy. Yeah, percent, exactly. All right, let's see. We're probably going to tap into a 5-minute gap. Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, make sure you're using your available drawdown versus like, oh, I'm on a 100K account, I'm gonna risk 1%. Well, if you're using 1K risk on a account that has 2,000 drawdown, you see how that could be an issue. Yeah, people over risk for sure. Yeah, you do have to. It is, you did the size a little bit heavier. Like, try to build a buffer early on, and then kind of play with the size of that. Like for top step or something like that. Um, I usually try to build a buffer on my exit phase. Like, if I could do something overnight, and I'll size a little bit heavier during the New York session. Then the way I trade funded accounts, I would say it's aggressive for sure, because I'm have reserves and stuff like that. So I just go through them if I need to. I'm always trying to look for a couple big days for sure on my exit phase, or if I'm having an expert plan on my funny future, something like that. The market isn't always this volatile. No, I mean it's been pretty volatile lately, but no, it's not always this volatile. No. September is usually a red month, so if you look at all the months that are red, or like if you're looking at downside in general, when we do have a downside move, the volatility is always increased. So that's why we're getting a little bit crazier of a move now versus when market's kind of moving up. Yeah, seasonality. Yep. Topsy doesn't have consistency rules on X phase. No, they don't. They don't. Good morning, Crypto Panda. All right, we're about to approach that 5-minute gap. Let's see what type of reactions we get out of it. Peep that 30-minute as well on NQ. It's like OB up here. All right, we're in that gap now. If we violate this gap, honestly, this could be some nice low resistance liquidity. The higher time frame, we do have a 30-minute inversion here. I don't really use a 30-minute too much. We could probably push into like 305, something like that. I know ES still has this low resistance liquidity as well, so I'll give that probably a chance here. Yeah, Jackson, it's not bad. I'm using these blue light glasses. I really heard they don't do anything, but maybe the placebo will be good enough. Nah, you need to like if I'm looking at like a 5 minute version or something like that, I definitely need a 5 minute close above. Without a doubt. So I'll actually take a jab at this and see what it can do. Back up to the range. Get the 5 minute version first. The 1 minute probably has like an OB putting in, yeah. Let's wait for that 5 minute close. Until then, I'm not gonna touch it. You can make your there's a what is it called? Nightlight setting? Something like that. Depending on the time of day. Yeah. Yes, it's good. Yeah, 5 minutes still getting a wick. I'll need that 5 minute close for me to potentially take a long up here. Our blue blockers all day makes the world more colorful and less depressing. I feel that. Yeah, I just picked these up. Well, my brother had these and he just gave them to me. Yeah, definitely. I heard blue light is no bueno at all, bro. Like it's really bad for you. Like I try to avoid blue light before sleeping, but I'm so bad at that. I'll be on my phone scrolling before I sleep and stuff. It's not ideal by any means. Just waiting here. If we get this inversion close here and the ES doesn't inverse it, I'm gonna take some micros. Probably take some micros and let it go. Probably wait for like another 5-minute close here. Check the 15. This isn't ideal now that not like this is why when we have a move like that, I want a quick fair value gap entry or like a quick inversion because now we're putting in higher time frame PD arrays, right? Like a 15-minute stuff like that. Yeah, 5 minutes still rejecting here. This looks a little weak up here. How many micros? I'll probably do like I would do like 10 or something like that. But we're still rejecting that 5-minute gap. And we also put in another 15-minute gap, so there's a lot of bearish PD arrays stacked above here. I'm gonna be on for like another 40 minutes, so the move might happen after we get off, but it is what it is. Another 30, 40 minutes. This side. This is a 15-minute I'm talking about here. We'll see what the ES 15-minute closes as well. That's about 7 minutes on it. This was a nice start to the session. Then it kind of just slowed down a little bit. Kind of stuck at this area. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. This will be the first of hopefully many to come for London streams. Do you look for long this session? I'm just kind of watching. It's not really too strong of a bias. We're just chopping around. 15-minute FEG, then sweep Asia low. Yes, that's what I'm kind of watching, is like moving to Asia low. Because I'm not going to take this 5-minute inversion anyways no more. I would have to wait for the 15-minute. That's just how I trade. If we take that 5-minute and get wicked at the 15-minute, not ideal. Can you trade only 3 TPT accounts? You can actually trade 5. They up their XFAs or their funded accounts to 5. So TPT is solid. I like TPT. Appreciate you, Knicks. But yeah, TPT is a solid firm. They have trailing drawdown initially. If you could get above the buffer, daily withdrawals is really nice. You have to make an XFA to get moved up. I think it's like 20K on an account or something like that. You could get moved up on XFAs. Something around that area. You only trade the 5-minute IFG. Oh no, I trade the 1 as well. But since we're in a different session that's not New York, I trade the higher time frame. New York though, like if we get like a, what I'll look for ideally is like if we tap into a 5-minute gap. Like let's say I'm looking for shorts. If we tap into a bearish 5-minute gap, within that bearish 5-minute gap, if we get like a 1-minute inversion, that's normally what I take. Yeah. But when I'm looking at London session, I try to trade the higher time frame to not get wicked out, because the 1-minute could be a little bit more manipulative. Nix, I just saw your post in the Discord. This guy. That looks so real too. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I'll do London tomorrow too. I think if Asia moves well, I'm not gonna do London sessions. So like today, Asia moved really well, which made the London session kind of mid. So it's gonna be like, I don't want to say it's gonna be last second lives, but it'll be maybe like a couple hours before. I'll let you guys know, because I don't want to be on here and like waste everyone's time, including my own, right? So if Asia moves well, then are you talking about the long that we took right here at like 320? If so, yeah, I could go over that right now. Yeah, okay. So I was looking at these relative equal lows on NQ. And I was just waiting for some type of like a manipulation leg, right? So like we have some accumulation here. I was looking for a manipulation leg and then a push higher into either ES or NQ high day. So this is obviously took out that ES high. As soon as we got that manipulation leg, for me it was just waiting, because we tapped into a higher time frame gap. There's a 15-minute gap down here. So for me, it was looking for some type of displacement above this area. This fair value gap here was very nice to use, because why? Because this is a previously used fair value gap. You guys see price came back into this multiple times and then came back down. When we did come back down, we put in a order block as well down here. And then we got this expansion here as well at 326. So this could have been entry. This could have been entry right here at 325 as well. So these two. The safer entry here is obviously 326, because it's previously used bearish fair value gap, also a BPR, got violated, right? And now, this is our manipulation leg, so it all kind of aligns. with the 15-minute aligning with a lower time frame. And then ES had relative equal highs, right? So let's look at ES here. Look at all these highs. They're all relative equal highs. And then we have our current session highs that got taken out. We ended up having an SMT up here, but if you're in this trade at 326, this should be your TP anyways. Or for me, that's how I trade it. When I have SMT at like a session high or low, I always take out my full position. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You traded, yeah, that was good. Yeah, good question. Good question. Yeah, then what made you confident that would break to the upside when it did instead of reversing back down? So when our it's for me, it was a timing, right? Our session opened, and I look at 2040 macros. So when I look at 2040 macros, I try to look for some type of reversal within the market. So this obviously, going into our 3 a.m. move, we're kind of moving lower. So I always look at reversal for our 20 to 40 macro. ICT says it's not a macro. I personally like trading. I quote unquote see it as a macro. So I always look at, even like during our New York session, when we have like a move during 1020 to 1040, if we get like a SMT or something, I do look for a reversal in those times. So kind of the same idea with this. Because if, like, let's just say we were going to move down anyways, we're not going to move down without an SMT. A reversal is always going to have an SMT. So 2040, just a timing. So in New York session, it'd be 1020 to 1040 Eastern is when I look for a SMT and a reversal within the market. That's when it could be, let's say by reversal, I mean, okay, let's draw this out. So let's say, 950 to 1010 is our expansion macro. Let's just say this is buy side up here. Hold up. Let's say this is buy side right here. Bear with me here. So let's say 950 to 1010 takes out this area of liquidity, right? If we get like a bearish SMT or something like this at our 1020 to 1040 macro, like let's say this right here, like a bearish SMT with ES, I look at this as a possible reversal move for my intraday move. That's one way I use it. Or let's say we have buy side here, right? We have our buy side liquidity, and price is still, let's just say there's multiple equal highs up here, right? And then price comes down here, and we're going into our 10 to 2040 macro. What I would look for is a bullish SMT at these lows, and then I'll just look for a move back higher. So maybe ES, NQ, something like this, right? And then a bullish SMT, something like that, right? It all matters kind of where the draw is. But I look for a SMT in those 20 minutes. The main thing from that macro is the SMT. Like I said, ICT doesn't say it's a macro, but I don't know. I know he was talking about, he's like, oh, that's not a macro or whatever. But I know there's multiple people out there that use it and find success with it. So whatever works kind of with you. Because I actually wanted to see if we could get a continuation move on NQ and take out these highs early again. I know the SMT happened, but I wanted to basically see a inversion here at this 332 and possibly move back up, but it, obviously we melted down. So we're tapping into 15-minute now. That's a pretty big spot here though on NQ. If 15-minute gets to close above this gap, could look for the session highs again. Still mark out the Asia low down here. Next, you know I hate Patrick Ruin. I mean, I don't even hate him. I'm more like, I think he's soft for blocking me. I said one thing to him and the guy got blocked, bro. I was like, all right, dude. I was like, all right, dude. He's a great marketer, bro. I don't know what to say. Like, he's a great marketer. So I got to give him credit with that one. Stick on the 5-minute here. The 15-minute, excuse me. Yeah, 390. Yes, 370 to 390 is kind of what I'm looking at. I think PPI will push higher as well. I would like for that daily fair value gap to get filled. How about ICT? Iman's exposed video seemed pretty damning. Caught fake screenshots of process and claiming he did it on purpose for a joke. As a trader, I don't know, but as a teacher, he's great, right? Because a lot of people use his framework and are very successful in the space. Him as a trader, I don't have an opinion on, but him as a teacher, I respect. So that's what I have to say with him. Got 6 minutes on this 15-minute close. I think there was his mentor is named Larry. I don't want to say Larry Wheels. That's disrespectful. Isn't that the bodybuilder? What's his face? I don't know what his name is. Something Larry, but his mentorship. That's where ICT learned from. I think Larry Williams. Okay, I think ICT learned from that, and it kind of made it turned his concepts into his own. I don't know the lore too much, but I think that's what happened. I was going to say Larry Wheels. Yeah, Larry Williams. He definitely popularized all of it. I would say they're definitely his own concepts because some because some of the stuff that he was taught, but this is what they say. Like I don't really know. This would be like in the '90s that he kind of made into his own. I honestly don't know. I don't know. You know what's funny? ICT was in Brian's live stream the other day, like last week I think, and I was asking ICT to unblock me from Twitter. He's like, I'm never gonna use Twitter again, and now he's back on Twitter. I was like, bruh, can't believe he blocked me, dude. Yeah, that was a crazy time. Yeah, 315, 325. It's a good entry if you got up there, but I'm just kind of just stagnant here. This is a pretty mediocre session. Yeah, he's just like every other shit. I think it's different. Like I don't know how to explain. Like I don't think he has the same hunger that he had when it comes to this type of stuff. Like as he first did. No way I unfollowed you on Twitter, bro. There's no way. There's no way. What's your at, Nix? There's no way I unfollowed you, bro. Yeah, exactly, right? And the thing with me, Brian Atlanto, like we don't trade all the concepts. Like we only trade a few of them. I'm very simple. Like I don't even use breakers that much. I don't rarely ever use breakers. Just for value gaps and draw liquidity. And for fair value gaps, it'd be like inversions. I think a lot of people try to use all the concepts to try to become profitable with it. That's just not how it works. All right, this 15-minute close is gonna be nice. I like using equal highs, equal lows. Like tomorrow in the morning, if we get wick on PPI, I'll use the data low and high as a target. Kind of like how it was today early. Like we left a CPI high, and then that was a good target for liquidity. Yeah, I want to see this 15-minute inversion push into 340s. Yeah, this one's good. Let me redraw everything out. This is gonna go. Yeah, that 5 minute would have been good, but I needed to wait for that 15 minute. You could pair. I would pyramid into this. Oh, excuse me. Let's see if we get a low open on this 15-minute candle. This is gonna run towards. This is definitely gonna get hit overnight here. I'm almost live for 2 hours, so I'm gonna wrap it up here soon. But I want to see this get ran. Let's see if we get entries, and I'll maybe we can hop off. Let's see what the risk reward is. The entry here. Oops. Is that 1 to 3? 1 to 1.3. All right, I think I'm gonna take a small size entry here, and if we do push like back into this inversion, I'm gonna look for an ad. Yeah, I'm profitable. I do this full time. Now let's get this out the way. Yeah, I wanna be off by 2, guys. So if this play still keeps going by the time I'm off, this manages. How many trades you take on average? It just depends. Like if we're having very good moves like today or Wednesday, I should say, then I'll take a little bit more, trades than normal. But usually try to focus on 2 setups a day if I go. Do you stream often? Yeah, in the Discord we try to do 3 to 4 streams a week. Usually I just go live when we have a red folder just because it'd be higher probability setup. So if you do have like Monday no news or Tuesday, I won't go live on that. But I'll go live on, like let's say red folder days for 3-4 times a week. No, and I have proof of this. Look at this. Look at this. I wanna beat the 87 trades allegations, bro. Let me take a picture of this. Look at this. I'm gonna beat the allegations for this, bro. I don't care. I'm beating the allegations tonight. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So this is Joe from My Funded Futures. He basically runs the entire backend. This is a DM he sent me today. He said, "Was it a glitch?" I'm like, the 87 trade thing. He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's good for engagement. I really don't care, but it is a glitch, bro. It is a glitch." So I gotta beat the case, bro. Because everyone on Twitter was like, "Oh my god, 87 trades." I'm like, dude, I did not take 87 trades. That's cap. Here's your guys' proof. But I don't really mind if it stays on the thing because the engagement's really good. All right. Yeah, top step in My Funded Futures. For damn, bro's asking all the questions. I trade my personal capital is on options like long-term port, and then also like my long-term stock portfolio. But no, not for futures. I don't trade my own capital. No, it's fine. I'm teasing, bro. Do you still trade options in the room? Yeah, I do trade options in the room. It's more a long-term thing. It's a long-term swings or like a couple weeks swings or stuff like that. Like, for example, on Friday we took or Friday or Thursday we took spy calls for November. So like those aren't profits. I trim some of those and rest them break even, etc. Stuff like that. Day trading options, don't know. Do I watch YM at all? Absolutely not. I used to, but it's kind of a shitty ass industry to watch. If you look at this year's price action with YM, it really doesn't align. I do have Apex PAs I need to activate. I stopped trading them after the whole fiasco of them not, basically, I don't want to say not paying out because they were paying out, but it's taken a very long time to pay out. But I do have some PAs I need to activate. And I'm actually going to send some evals tomorrow for news to try to get 20 again. You don't want to scale up using a person like 5K risk. I think the scaling aspect on prop firms is really good, especially with top step 5 XFAs. Expert plan, you can have 3 of them. So I don't think scaling is an issue at all with futures. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up in around 5-10 minutes. Yeah, grab that night. Yeah. That's my goal here is getting that. They extended the sale. They got an email, I believe, till September. Let me see. Sale extended till September 30th. So. I can't leave. Oh, my God. Bro has his entire family's SSN. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. I know it was kind of a mid-session. We got a long in, which was solid. Yeah, I took a long earlier, and I'm in a long right now with half my size. I want to see if we get if we get back into this for value gap or something. I'll take another ad, but just pyramiding into this 15-minute for those highs. Do you have a daily loss limit like 2? Yeah, so if I lose 2 in a row, I'll be done. That's just like my rule, like personal. Especially if I alert, 2 losses in a row, I'll be done for the day. All right, guys, it's 2 a.m. I gotta wake up for New York still, go live in the morning, and then PM again. So kind of a busy day tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed the London streams. More to come. Hopefully price action is a little bit better. Some of these streams are gonna be like this where it'll be slower because it's chill. We gotta trade. If we push back into this gap, I will add my average right now is 308. So if you guys are staying up, this is the play here. So we got a decent let it go into that high. Let's see what happens. I appreciate you guys for being on though. Seriously, I didn't expect 75 because usually I get like 75, 80 on YouTube during the New York session. So seeing that number stay consistent here was great. Appreciate you guys for that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys. If you guys are in the chat, I'll still be awake probably for another like 30-40 minutes, and then if not, I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. Have a great night.